2023, Keyamo speaks on tough task in marketing Tinubu, age, health, source of wealth as well. Now, it shouldn't be tough for them now. Say they said he's their best candidate in APC, so they should get ready to face the challenges. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding the candidacy of the All Progressive Congress APC flag bearer Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2023 general election. Some people claim that marketing the former governor of Lagos State is the toughest task considering the multiple questions surrounding his life. In an interview with Niger News, the spokesman for the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Festus Keyamo, addresses some issues regarding Tinubu's age, certificate, source of wealth, and the Muslim ticket. So when Bola Tinubu was governor of Lagos State, he was 48 years old at that time. Go back and look at those pictures and compare him with people who are 48 years old now. He is a very young and vibrant man. There has been no time in the history of Asiwaju's growth and development, and when he worked in different organizations across the world, whether there were any heavy controversies regarding his age, whether there were two affidavits regarding his age. There has been no time that two documents surfaced with two different ages. The issues of Tinubu's age are creators of the enemy, creators of the media and social media hype. Ayinde Barrister was Tinubu's playmate when they were small. He was 5 years older than Tinubu. And on health, the public has not provided any reason for the speculations that Tinubu is not healthy. If there is anyone who has a reason or leaked document about his health, let them bring up the evidence, because we kept quiet on people. That is why they keep repeating the lies 1,000 times. Does he not stand with his 2 feet himself? Does he not climb the car by himself? Climb staircase? He is flying a private jet and moving around. So why are people saying he is not healthy? I still don't know. I need to be educated on the issues of his hands shaking when he was handed over the flag at the APC convention. See, on that particular day, even young men like us ran home to sleep. For over 48 hours, people were awake. Personally, I was almost dying and had to run away. You now say a 70-year-old man who stood for 2 days should not feel weak? If Nigerians are making reference to that day, then they have no point, because I have asked if he is working with any assistance, and people saying he is not healthy need to explain to Nigerians. And source of his wealth. How much does Tinubu worth? He does not own some of the properties that are linked to him in Lagos State. Even the Oriental Hotel and Lekki Toll Gate. Let us not be distracted, because the PDP and distractors are saying so. None of his children are in that company at all. The worst case scenario is that they have given his son a work to do there, and anybody can get that kind of contract. The Oriental Hotel is being owned by the Chinese, and I don't know where it is coming from. People are only shouting he is a billionaire. My question is, how much does he worth? Even if he is comfortable, he may not be as rich as people are saying. Do you want to begrudge him that he would not be comfortable now as a private person? What about Atiku, who worked as a customs officer and came out to be a billionaire? And on his certificate, how have you seen the reply going from Chicago University that he attended Chicago State University? So there is no controversy regarding that certificate. It is just a thorn in a hiccup. Muslim ticket. The president and vice president do not share power at all. The vice president is subservient to the president. If there is a situation you want to balance the power of the president, who checks the power of the president? The Senate president, the legislature, or the judiciary. Beyond that, a vice president cannot check the power of the president. They are alleging persecution of Christians all over the world, and it is not correct. How has the position of Osinbajo helped the situation if it is true? A political party is not set up for any religious body, but to win an election and not to appease anybody or any group of people. If the Muslim ticket was bad and not a strategy to win the election, they would have been laughing at us. Nobody would be worried or killing themselves. Other political parties are angry because they know it is a winning ticket. So it is when you win an election that you begin to share positions between the Christians and Muslims, if that is very germane. It is not possible to Islamize Nigeria. If you look at all the countries in the world that are Islamic states, you must put it in the constitution that the country would be run by an institution that adopts Islamic principles. And that is not the case here. Our constitution says Nigeria must be a secular state. That is what Section 10 says. And Section 9 lists all the procedures to change the constitution. And if you look at the constitution to make it an Islamic state, you know it is not possible. Today, if the Osun state governor-elect is sworn in, the country will have 20 Christian governors as against 16 Muslim governors. The Muslim ticket is just a winning strategy. We respect and love the Christians. Pastors are wiping these sentiments. I have said it before. The call of pastors is to lead people to Christ and not Villa. They should stop acting as a barometer by which they judge anything in Nigeria. So what Keyamo is saying now is that there is no issue with Tinubu's wealth, no issue with his health, and no issue with his certificate. And he is comfortable by that, telling us that even the Muslim ticket is a winning strategy and not to Islamize Nigeria. And also telling us that Islamizing Nigeria is not going to be an easy thing because the constitution will not allow it. But this guy, when he was in PDP, he was lambasting APC all round, including Tinubu himself. So what has changed? Now he's eating from APC table. APC has become sent completely to him. And now he's talking now from the other side of the mouth. How can people be without integrity? How can people adults easily swallow their own vomit when they are not actually dogs? It is appalling, very disappointing, very, very disappointing. So someone is saying here, Keyamo, you sued Tinubu when he was the governor over his certificate scandal and now defending him. So you are a liar. You see, so when he was a PDP, when he was under PDP, he sued Tinubu because of the certificate saga. Now he is in APC, there's no issue with it again. Chegako University has cleared Tinubu and so be it. Nobody should say anything. So is that something that should come from somebody that calls himself a renowned lawyer, that was once time a human rights activist, and now does not see anything wrong in those things he condemned before? No, not fair enough. Somebody is also saying here that one of the richest man in the West without one single business, referring to Tinubu himself. Yes, one of the richest man in the West, and that is the truth. And that is why he had the gut to carry money with a bullion van in the last 2019 election, and nobody questioned it. And people are saying it's his money. So how did he get all of that money? And if someone else, an individual, not even a corporate entity, carries such amount of money that is unknown with a bullion van, it's only filling stations I have seen that does that to manage their cash, because they collect cash during sales. Apart from filling stations, I have not seen any other entity. And the filling station is also not an individual, it's a business entity. So only business entities actually use bullion vans to move their cash from point to point after sales. So does it mean that he has gotten bank in his house now? And somebody is saying his source of his wealth is not a challenge. All right. Another person is saying, how I wish others can defend their candidate with write-up like this without insult and name calling, so that electorate can learn and decide whom to vote for. Well, this person is trying to see what Keyamo wrote as very neutral and politically acceptable. Is that true? First of all, what he has written, does it amount to what so many Nigerians know about Tinubu today? And how has that write-up gone down well to prove that Tinubu has no issue with his certificate, with his health, and with his wealth? I don't think that issue has been properly addressed by this write-up. It's just a piece of defense, which actually has not gone through litmus test to confirm whether what has been said here they are true or not. So thank you. This is what I have to share with you. Just put down your comments on what you feel about what has been written by Festus Keyamo defending Tinubu's status and claiming he is fit to be Nigeria's president. Thank you for listening, and put your comment below.